Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We get to finish Act 3 today of Richard III. How exciting, because we've been in this scene that the folio calls Act 3 Scene 4 forever. Other versions are calling it Act 3 Scene 7. And what is happening is Buckingham has come to beg Richard to please take the throne and save England from the embarrassment of having the illegitimate children of King Edward take the throne instead. And it's a big show that Richard and Catesby and Buckingham are putting on for the Lord Mayor and for the citizens and whoever wants to listen to it, basically. It's a big show of Buckingham being like, please do this, and Richard being like, no, I can't, I'm unfit, and there's these heirs, and Buckingham being like, but they're not really heirs because King Edward liked to sleep around, and Richard being like, but I'm not fit for it. And yesterday we had Buckingham saying, okay, but these two aren't going to reign regardless. Like, Edward will never sit on the throne. Prince Edward will never sit on the throne. So if you don't take the throne, we're going to install somebody else who is not going to be of royal blood, and it's going to be an embarrassment to you and your family that somebody else has taken the throne, and your family's basically done for. And then Buckingham makes a big show of leaving. Like, he and the Lord Mayor leave and they take all their random citizens with them and that sort of thing. And Catesby is left there with Richard, and Richard still has these two bishops standing by him. So there is still a little bit of an audience going on. But after yesterday's monologue, Catesby is like, please call him back and say you'll take the throne because England needs you. And Richard says, will you enforce me to a world of cares? Call them again. I am not made of stones, but penetrable to your kind entreaties, albeit against my conscience and my soul. Cousin of Buckingham, and sage, grave men, since you will buckle fortune on my back to bear her burthen, where I will or no, I must have patience to endure the load. But if black scandal or foul-faced reproach attend the sequel of your imposition, your mere enforcement shall acquittance me from all the impure blots and stains thereof. For God doth know, and you may partly see, how far I am from the desire of this. So, again, he's making a big show of it, and he's saying, Catesby, okay, fine, call them back because I'm not the world's worst human being. I don't know, given his track record of murder and the like, not sure how true that is. But anyway, he was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So he calls everybody back in, and everybody comes back in, and he's like, well, since you're going to make me do this, whether or not I want to do it, fine, I'll guess I'll do it. But if anything bad happens, you can't get mad at me. That's his stipulation. If anything bad happens, you can't get mad at me. I am cleared of any responsibility because God knows, and you should be able to see, how much I don't want to be king. Which, of course, is contrary to everything that Buckingham and Catesby and Richard have been talking about when it's just the three of them together. So anyway, he says this, and everybody's like, huzzah! And they're like, how's tomorrow for a coronation day? And he's like, fine, if you must, we'll have the coronation tomorrow. And they're like, great, the coronation that we were going to set up for young Prince Edward, we'll just change it so that it's you getting coronated instead. And he's like, fine. And he turns to the priest, he's like, come, we must return to my studies. And they leave, and that's the end of Act 3. Hooray, we finally made it to the end of Act 3. So, yeah. Richard is going to get coronated tomorrow. Who saw that coming? All of us, I think, did. Because otherwise, why would the play be about him? Anyway, we're going to see what happens now once he's on the throne. How good is he at keeping it? And who else gets to die in this play? I don't know that we've had enough bodies yet. I think there's a couple more. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for more when we dig in to Act 4.